Welcome to MarcusG.TV. I'm Chef Marcus Giuliano. I'm a chef on a mission. Today's mission is nutrition. It's called mono eating. Welcome to MarcusG.TV. I'm Chef Marcus Giuliano, and I'm a chef on a mission. Today's mission is nutrition. I want to talk about mono eating, mono meals. I'm eating 4.5 pounds of cantaloupe here for breakfast, and that's all I'm going to eat. So mono meals is where you eat the same food, the same simple food for that meal, for that duration, for that time period. You're not adding other things to it. So mono eating would not be like eating hamburgers or hot dogs or donuts or bagels, because those things have many ingredients in them. Technically, yeah, okay, if you're going to eat a dozen bagels, that's mono eating, you're eating the same thing. But realistically, there's other ingredients in that bagel, there's other ingredients in the donut, there's other ingredients in the grilled cheese sandwich, whatever it may be, in the spaghetti and tomato sauce. Mono eating means you're eating simple foods. So the benefits of mono eating are great, especially when you're eating good, high quality foods. So something like cantaloupe, which is loaded with soluble fiber, which helps transit time, helps processing your food, all the minerals and nutrients in there. It's extremely beneficial. Now, some people are still on, well, where do you get your protein, Marcus, and this and that? That right there has 18 grams, almost 20 grams of protein in 3 nice small cantaloupes. So almost 20 grams of protein. And then people say, well, you need to combine foods like rice and beans. You know, that book that was written in the 70s by Frances LePay, she, or Lap, I'm not sure how you pronounce her name, she said that you need to combine to get the essential amino acids and make it a complete meal. Well, years later, she recanted that and said that she was wrong, because the theory of that, to be able to combine foods, to be able to come up with the essential amino acids, it's too difficult and it's not necessary. That's been proven wrong. So she recanted that later. A lot of people don't know that. So you do need all the essential amino acids. However, you don't need them in one meal. You need them over a course of time. So that's the neat thing. You don't need to be able to start combining foods, because the more you combine foods, the more that slows down your digestion. So some of the benefits of mono eating is it forces you to eat high quality foods. So if you're eating the right food, whether it's maybe just some simple roasted portobello mushrooms, or maybe just some lightly steamed broccoli, or cantaloupe, or watermelon, or bananas, or oranges, nectarines, I mean, the list goes on and on and on of things that you can mono eat. So by mono eating, you're actually you're supposed to be picking a high quality food. You wouldn't mono eat potato chips, okay? That's not really what, because there's other ingredients in there. You know, it's a simple and easy way. The time savings, you know, of not having to cook an elaborate meal or not having to prepare things is a huge time savings. It's a matter of, it took me 5 minutes to cut up 3 cantaloupes, and that's it. And there's 800 calories in there, almost 20 grams of protein, and I'm done for several hours. When my son was little, and some of you know my son personally, and some of you watch the videos here with him that I put. So my son is an incredible athlete, very intelligent, and he's been mono eating right from the get-go. I mean, he knew, you know, at a young age, even like 4 years old, he'd come home from nursery school a half day, he'd come home for lunch, and he'd eat like 5, 6 apples. And my wife was like, that's not good. I'm like, of course it's good. Just let him eat. He's eating apples. I mean, they're apples. It's not like he's eating like 3 grilled cheese sandwiches or 2 slices of pizza. I mean, people don't look at it like, people feed their kids, or they'll won't say anything about people eating 2 slices of pizza, but of course, or a bag of potato chips. But as soon as they eat like 4 bananas, oh my gosh, that's constipating. There's too much sugar in there. It's just like people go on about like ridiculous things. He's eating 5, 6 apples. I mean, his body knows. He knows. He's eating them. He's craving them. Good, perfect. Let him eat them. It's simple. It's so simple. There's no cooking. I mean, it's really awesome. You can really also appreciate the foods that you eat. I mean, I can savor these cantaloupes. I mean, they're so delicious. They're in season right now, and it's not like I'm masking their flavors. I don't have to like cook them and add sugar, and you know, like it's simple, pure, organic food, and it's awesome. It just tastes great. Another thing is, you know, you can see if you're reacting to a food. You know, sometimes we have allergies, and typically we have allergies to like corn and dairy and wheat and things like that. I'm not suggesting we mono-eat dairy, like cheese or something, but if you're having a reaction to citrus or strawberries or something and you're eating and you'll feel it right away, you're like, oh wow, that's the only food I ate, so that's the only thing that it could be. Typically when people have reactions to foods, they don't know because they're eating so many other foods. They don't know if it's the soybean oil, if it's the garlic, if it's the wheat flour, if it's the tomatoes, because it's all combined in one meal, right? So you don't know. And what the best way to figure out allergies is, if you're going to eat wheat one day, don't eat wheat for 4 more days. If you're going to eat oats, don't eat oats for 4 more days. Because if you're eating oats every day and it's oats that you're having the reaction to, then you're never going to know if it's the oats or if it's everything else in your diet. So if you space things out every 4 days, then you keep a diary, a food log, then you'll be like, oh wow, there's a correlation. I feel this way again. I feel bloated. I feel gassy. I'm getting a headache. I don't feel good. My stomach's upset. And this is one day I ate this, and this 4 days earlier I ate the same food again. So you can actually, by spacing that out, it's easier to pick out food allergies. When you mono-eat, it's the only food you're eating, so you'll know right away. There's no other possibilities. And it's just a simple, easy way to eat. I mean, it's just awesome. I love mono-eating. And if you read the 80-10-10 book by Douglas Graham, this book is the foundation is mono-eating in here. I mean, you get a hold of a fruit, a veggie, a fruit especially, and that's what you eat. And the nice thing about mono-eating is you can buy the whole case, so you can save money. You can buy the whole case, a case of cantaloupes, you can buy the whole case of mangoes. My kids will polish off a case of mangoes like that for lunch or breakfast or something. You can pack 2 cases of mangoes. The mangoes are ripe and they're on, man, my daughter's all over those. Same thing with grapes, things with all these, The neat thing about it is having these foods around your house, your kids will eat them. We keep a fruit bowl, we keep a ton of fruit at the house, and they'll go in and grab 2 pounds of grapes and just eat 2 pounds of grapes and feel satiated from that. And what are we see what their friends are eating, we see what their kids are eating, they're getting satiated from like popcorn and potato chips and sandwiches and all these other things, and it's just like, oh, it's just, so by having that there, it's just easy, and so a case of cantaloupe is going to last my family. I'm the one who's eating most of the cantaloupes. Probably going to last us 3-4 days. There was like 15 cantaloupe in there. So, of course, I'm eating other things along the way. I'm just not eating cantaloupe breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm picking cantaloupe like as a breakfast. Last night I had it as a big dinner. The night before I had it as a big dinner. I had 2 cantaloupes, and that was my dinner. I felt satiated from it. So it's just so simple. It's a simple, easy. Easy on your digestion, it's easy on prep, it's easy as far as everything to do mono meals. So try a mono meal if you haven't. If you do mono meals, what's your favorite mono meal? And what's your thoughts on mono meal? I'm Chef Marcus Giuliano. Thanks for watching this video. If you like my video, please hit like, subscribe to my channel, and definitely pass it on.